Hello, Ali and family. It's Mrs. O'Neill, and I am going to make a video about going from your school building to Old Town Manassas, okay? And we have done this trip a few times, I believe. I'm sure, Ali, you've done it at least once or twice. And your brother and sister have done it many times. So here we go. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm at the Johnson Building, the second set of doors. And we usually go out the first set of doors, but I'm just going to start here to save a bit of time. All right, and I'm going to walk on the sidewalk. And I will point out some of the landmarks that we use on this trip, okay? And look forward to the day when we can do it once again together. So I just stay on the sidewalk here, basically, following along. There is a crosswalk. That is the place where if we were crossing this driveway on this side, or right here, we would go along there at the crosswalk. But we are not crossing yet. We are going to follow this sidewalk until we reach a road. We're not going to walk through the parking lot. This is a less confusing route than walking through the parking lot. Ooh, they did some paving here. There is a big chain link fence. You hear the sound that it makes? That's a landmark. It's on the left side of us, and on the right side is the parking lot where school buses are parked. And we're walking towards the street. Oh, here's a good landmark. These are some big yellow gates. They can close these. There's a stop sign attached to them. So they can close these gates and block off the parking lot. But they're normally open. Okay, we have arrived at the first corner. There is bumpy pavement here. You will be able to feel this with your cane. And I am facing the street, and I'm going to turn right, and there's the crosswalk. I'm going to listen for cars. I don't hear anything. I'm going to walk. And the cars we're listening for would be any cars coming out of the school parking lot or somebody pulling into the school parking lot. Here comes a car that's just driving along the street that's parallel to me on the left. There it comes. Now I'm still on the sidewalk. The street is to my left. You'll hear cars coming and going. Here comes another one. You can hear it behind me. Passing me on the left. And now in front. The school parking lot is on the right side. There's the school buses. There are leaves crunching. Mostly not on the sidewalk, but sometimes we find them on the sidewalk with your cane. That was a car coming out of the school parking lot because we do have a spot here, or another part of the parking lot. There's two ways to get in and out of the parking lot, is what I was trying to say. Okay. Here is a tactile warning strip with the bumps on it. Your cane would be able to feel those bumps. And you can hear that was the parallel traffic. I am going to turn and face that parallel traffic. And this is that crossing where you just have to listen and make sure there aren't any cars coming on the main road, okay? Here comes a car that's next to me on my right. coming out of the school parking lot, and then there's another car. You can hear it. It just went right in front of me. Now I'm gonna cross. And I have arrived. Here's more bumpy pavement to let me know. And I just turned right. And now I'm gonna continue walking up the street. So I'm still on the same street that I started on. I just crossed to the other side of it. So I am on Main Street. And I think it's Prince William Street that I'm walking towards. We'll see when we get up there. It's been such a long time, I can't remember the name of the street. Maybe you guys have a better memory than I do. So I'm walking up the sidewalk. On the left is a memorial with a flagpole. We have gone over to that a few times. Sometimes if the wind is blowing, you can hear the flagpole sound of the flag fluttering in the breeze. You can hear traffic on the right side of me. That's where the parallel cars are. You might hear me crunch a leaf now and then because there are leaves around on the sidewalk. And remember, there's a hill. This is one of our landmarks. You go up a hill to get to downtown. So you go up to get down. Ha ha! I made a joke. Yes, and now I can see the street sign. It is Prince William. So I am walking towards the intersection of Main and Prince William. And on my left is the Manassas Museum. I am going to walk up to the train tracks, okay? That's how far I'm going to go today. Okay, so I have a little slope here. There is nothing bumpy, but there's a little tiny bit of a curb to let me know that I have arrived at the corner. So let's listen for a minute, see if we get any cars. We might not. It's not a very busy day today in the big city of Manassas. Here comes a car. It's going to come up and it's going to stop at the stop sign. We're going to hear it stop. And then it turned right. It didn't stop too much. It kind of rolled through that stop sign. All right, now it's quiet. I don't hear anything and I don't see anything. No cars on the left, no cars on the right. So I am going to cross. And when I get across here, there's a big parking garage. Oh, and there's the warning strips. Remember? You can roll your cane over them and feel the bumps, and it makes a noise too. All right, I'm going to continue to walk uphill. I'm still on the same side of the road. I just crossed over one intersection. Then at the next intersection, it'll be the train tracks. Here's another warning strip here. That is if you were going to cross here, but there's no crosswalk, so I don't know if anyone would actually cross the street here. They probably should not. Here's some more warning strips. Oh, did you hear that? That was a car going over the train tracks. It makes a very distinct sound. Here's the warning strip that's letting you know that you are at the edge of the train tracks, or at the edge of the train platform. And if you keep going, you're going to drop off of the curb, or the drop off, and you will be on the train tracks, which you don't want to be. Here comes another car across. Listen. That's the noise it makes. It makes a very different sound than just a car driving on the road. Here comes another one. It's bumpy, that's why it makes that sound. Okay, so it's pretty obvious that we're at the train tracks. You can feel it with your cane. Sometimes we can hear a train coming. I don't think there's one coming anytime soon. And let me show you something else that's here at the train track. That's a good landmark. Here is the big arm that comes down. It makes a lot of noise, and it comes down so that you can't walk across the train tracks, and also cars can't really drive across it. It blocks the way. All right, here is the way to go up to where the train platform is and where the station and all that stuff is. So I'm walking along, I'm on the platform. On the right side is the warning strip. It's painted yellow so that you notice it if you can see the color. And then beyond that is the train tracks. Here are benches where people sit and wait. Here are the machines where you can buy a ticket to ride the train. Oh, look, they've even got hand sanitizer. That's nice. Okay, and I'm gonna cross this driveway. Here's another warning strip. Train tracks are still on my right. This is just another block, and I'm crossing over this driveway because I'm going to where the train station is. So the platform over there was in front of the big parking garage. So some people park their cars and go down to the train there. Some people come and park at this station or show up at this station, and they get on the train over here. So the same things. There's a nice covered place to wait. There's the warning strip, and there's the train tracks. They have machines here to buy your ticket. And you know what? This machine makes noise, I think. No, maybe not. You have to plug it in. You have to plug in to listen to the audio. You can't just press a button. You have to plug in headphones. So we will have to do that sometime. But that's where you buy a ticket. Here is the nice sign. It's the map of the route of the system, and it's got Braille. Remember, we touched this before. So we will definitely check that out again. Here's the map for people who don't need any Braille. It's not half as interesting. Here's the waiting room. I'll stay outside though, so there's no reason to go in there. And across the street is some lovely areas of the city of Manassas. I believe that we have been to that coffee place over there. I'm not sure. We've been to some of these places. There's Foster's Grill. There's a restaurant on the corner. You can hear music maybe coming out of it. Now I'm just walking back in the direction that I came from. Show you a Christmas decoration. They have some plants hanging with greenery and red ribbons, and they have garland on the station with red ribbons and little gold lights. Very nice.